How I found out I was adopted. Okay, so I was like 19, y'all. I was staying in my mama's house. And my daughter, I had just had my daughter. And my son, I had him when I was 16. My daughter is now 16, and my son is 19. So my son is 3, and I had just had my daughter like 2 months ago or whatever, and I needed, a little help feeding my kids. Now, I live in Missouri, so I decided to call the food stamp office and apply for food stamps or whatever. So either I called them or they called me, and they were like, whenever I got through talking to the man, so I say the food stamp man told me I was adopted because it was a man on the phone. So the food stamp man was like, yeah, we got your income back, and it's saying you get $300 a month in an adoption subsidy. And at this point in time, I did not know I was adopted. I'm finding out I was adopted from the food stamp man. So I had always thought, like, had a clue or inkling or a niche that I was adopted, but I never knew for sure. Like, I really didn't know for sure. I was just told when I was growing up, the kids would teach me in school, like, oh, your mom's so dark and you so light. And there was an instance where I was 16, I was going to college, and the Urban League, they were paying for it. They were paying for me to get my GED and to send me to college. So I'm underage, of course, at the time. So they're running my stuff, and my Social Security came back as another name. So she was like, yeah, you need to go down to the Social Security building and get that checked out. And of course, I'm 16, I don't know anything about this. I probably was like, you need to call my mom and talk to her about that. And she called my mom. I couldn't hear them on the phone, but I could tell from her facial expression that my mom told her something like, oh yeah, she's adopted, that's her birth name, don't tell her anything about it, she doesn't know. I could just tell from her facial expression. So when she got off the phone, I asked her, so is everything okay? Do I still need to go down to the Social Security building? And she was like, no, you just need to talk to your mom. So in my young 16 mind, I kind of thought something, but I didn't really think anything else of it other than like, yeah, this bitch keeping something from me. She probably told her I'm adopted or something. It came back to me. It came to my mind later on. I don't know if I really thought that at 16, but later on I was like, that's what that phone call was about. So anyway, I needed food for my mom. The people was like, you got a $300 adoption subsidy coming back in your name. So I'm like, what? I'm not adopted. Can you run a report and see if my mom is claiming my son to be hers to get money for him or whatever? Because in Missouri, when you have a child underage, I think it automatically goes to the legal parent